Hello, digital marketer. A lot of folks come and discuss with me. Basically, they try to understand when they are running the ads on any platform, which is the best creative, or which is the best app copy, or which is the best landing page, which is the best, the ad asset or the targeting in their campaign. In fact, they would like to know a final conclusive answer, like out of these factors, which is the most important factor in running any paid campaign. My answer to them is pretty simple, is that there's no any standard response or reply to this question, that there's only this factor responsible for running the paid ad, that only the ad copy is the prominent thing, or only the creative is very prominent thing, or just the landing page is perfect, your ad responsibility is done. No, it is not. Every factor has their own contribution when you're running the ad, when you're planning the ad, because from gaining the clicks, means grabbing the attention of the audience, to getting the conversion on your landing page, or on your website, or on your lead form, every factor has their own way of working, and each and every asset has their own responsibility to deal to drive the conversions, or to deal with the consumer behavior, right, on your ad. Now, I'll just give an example. So suppose if you're running ads on the Meta, the creative is something which I think is the one of the prominent factors, right? Because Meta gives space to add a good creative there, with some definitely text overlay tool, rule is there, wherein you have to keep the text only 20% on the creative. Why? Because they are also focusing that the user experience should be enhanced via creative quality. Your creative should speak in itself. If anybody is coming across your creative, they should hold their scroll, go through your creatives, tap on your carousel apps just to check more story what is on the other cards. That is what Facebook or Meta team focuses upon, either on the Facebook or on Instagram posts. So they rely on that the creative which are being used by the advertisers should be very enhanced. The user experience associated to that creative must be very relevant. It should be fresh, so that no any creative fatigue should come across. So when you are running ads on Meta, from my experience and point of view, creative design is one of the prominent factor. But always remember, as I said, that it is not limited to only creative design. Maybe the preference is more because the first interaction is totally based on the creative design, that user has to stop scrolling and then click on your ad. So as soon as he or she clicks on your ad, the next thing is your landing page performance, because that is the next step, that user has to land on your landing page, or on your website. Now, if the speed of your website or landing page is not relevant, the bounce rate would be high. The user would close your website and would go to other channel or any other brand for whatever action they want to take, because your website was not responsive enough, the load time was not good, that speed was not quick to come and load in their device and take the further actions. So, and suppose if it is good, the landing page behavior is nice, so user has landed onto your landing page. The next step is your form functionality, how crisp, short and precise it is, right, how relevant it is, and what is the functionality when they are going to submit the form. So now here the developer skills comes into the play, right? So that is again, that is one of the important factor, because if user has came on the website and is not submitting his or her information, then you have completely lost the battle. You have not only paid the amount, but also you have lost the visitor. So the loss is from all the end. So definitely, I would say that it is not only the creative design, it is not only the ad copy, it is also the landing pages and the form functionality, and a lot of more things. But yes, definitely, to get the first traction on the Meta platform, I would always say the creative as one of the prominent factors. But the scene instantly changes when you adopt the Google search ads, right? The name itself says search ads, means when you are searching anything on the Google and you see the ads of the brands there, so that is Google search ad. And Google search ad is completely in text format, right? Everything is written in text format, and there's no any visual representation or any visual creatives. Definitely now they have given an option in the form of extension to add your brand logo or any services images you can add, that comes in a very small square form, just beside the search chat. But that definitely can increase your CTR, that you may get clicks on those creative, but not definitely driving to the conversions, right? Google ad is search ads are more known about the quality leads, the quality conversions, the return of investment, because that is as I've discussed that in my previous videos, that Google search ad is all about the pull marketing. See, user is coming with already developed intent on the Google to look to buy such services or products which you are offering. So the intent is very high. Now the action is that you should come up with a very lucrative ad copy. When I say lucrative, lucrating is not very fashionable, but it should be more and more relevant. It should match with the keywords that are being typed that particular user, right? The relevancy of the ad copy makes it more lucrative, makes it more attractive, because if any user is typing buy jeans online and your ad copy says buy jeans online, so the relevancy score is pretty high. Even the Google would prefer your ad copy to rank on the top in the low bid, and user would also interact with that ad copy because it is exactly matching with the query of that particular user, so he or she is liable to click on your ad. Now the next step is again your website or landing page performance, and then the UI of your landing page or the website, and then the developer games comes into the play. How smoothly the transaction is carried, how quickly the transaction is carried, how the things are be automated to when it's automated means the form is automatically filled, the account is created, and the transaction is done whether as a guest or checkout has been done by asking the sign up. It definitely depends on your brand guidelines, but what I'm trying to say that even after landing the user on the landing page, the thing should be very smooth and quiet in terms of performance. But never forget that in Google search ad, the text ad copy is one of the prominent factor, because that is something attract the clicks of any particular user who is typing in the Google search box, right? More it is relevant to the keyword they have typed, more you will get the clicks and you can drive the conversions definitely. So my experience always says that definitely I cannot say that any ad performance depends only on one factor. There are couple of factors. As I said, you cannot ignore targeting. You have like structured a very good campaign, very good creative, but targeting is wrong, then you will only be receiving the junk clicks and no conversions, and eventually you will lose all your money. The budget would be exhausted. And then the budget allocation, you cannot ignore the budget allocation, because you need to be very clear with your learnings from the historical campaign or from the A/B testing, that which campaign is performing in which direction and how much money we should allocate to which campaign, right? So you cannot ignore that as well. You cannot ignore the landing page performance, you cannot ignore the ad copy, but you should be aware of what is the first step to get any interaction on your ad. So on Meta it is your creative, on Google search ad it is your ad copy. So while structuring any new campaign next time, do keep these things in your mind and structure your campaign accordingly, and do share us your feedback with me in the comment box. I'll definitely love to read the comments here, and if there is any problem in structuring of any campaigns, my team is always there to support you. Reach out to the classy team and we'll be there with you always. Thanks so much.